So, like I was saying, subsidy is a financial help from government. What does it do? It reduces the cost of production, but does not only reduce the cost of production, it increases the output of firms. As soon as it increases the output of firms, the supply in the market will increase. Consumers will be able to buy at an affordable price because government has paid the amount that would have made consumers not to want to buy. Clear, right? So look at the graph here. We have the original equilibrium is at OH. This is the original equilibrium. This is the market price. But what has happened? There's going to be a new equilibrium, a lower equilibrium. Why? Because government has increased its subsidy. Government has subsidized for this good. So the new equilibrium will be OJ. This will be the new equilibrium, OJ, OB. There will be an increase in the quantity supply in the market. That's what it means. OJ, this is what is going to be paid now. And OB, the quantity. Do we get it? Yes. Are you sure you're here? Do you get it or not? Okay. Here, this is the market price, H. That's the market price. But as soon as subsidy is being, as soon as the good here has been subsidized, the supply curve will shift rightward from S1 to S2. So that means we are going to have a lower equilibrium at this point. So what happens here? The price that will be paid will be OB. The quantity supplied will be OB. The price that will be paid will be OJ.
The price decreased or the quantity increased?
Yes, because the supply curve has shifted rightward from S1 to S2 or downward from S1 to S2. Do we get it? Yes. Okay. So what happens? Subsidy per unit received by consumers will be GH. Normally, this is the original price. Yes or no? Yes. So because of subsidy, consumers will be paying less. Yes or no? So consumers are receiving this subsidy. Then, total subsidy per unit at equilibrium will be JG. This is the total subsidy. But how is it being paid? Consumers are paying one, government is paying two. So total subsidy received by consumers will be JCEH. JCEH. This is what subsidy that consumers have received. And that is the reason why the supply curve has shifted rightward. Note, the supply curve will not shift if the quantity supplied does not increase. But the quantity supply will only increase if firms are certain that the price they're going to pay, consumers will be willing to pay. The price they're going to charge, consumers are going to pay. So the price is still high. The price is still high, but consumers are not paying that exorbitant price. Producers are not getting it from consumers. They are getting it from government. That is the essence of subsidy. So, total subsidy received by consumer is JCEH. JCEH. This is the total subsidy received at the quantity of OB. Then, the total subsidy received by producers will be HEFG. HEFG. This is what producers will be getting from government. So that means producers are selling. So that means producers are selling higher than the equilibrium price. Yes or no? This is the equilibrium price. Yes. But producers are selling higher than the equilibrium price. Selling higher at the equilibrium price would only happen if there's subsidy. If without subsidy, selling at a higher price would lead to excess supply. That is disequilibrium. We talked about disequilibrium in some previous class back. So you can only sell as producers if at more than the equilibrium price if there's subsidy. With subsidy, there won't be excess supply in the market because the market will clear. Consumers will be buying at a lower price. Government has covered up. You can sell at a higher price. Do we get it? Yes. Are you sure? This is the market clearing price. Anything below this, excess demand. Anything above this, excess supply. Yeah. This is the market clearing price. Yes. Anything below this brings about excess demand. Anything above this brings about excess supply. I think it's clear. So either here or here brings about disequilibrium. For disequilibrium not to occur, it means there's subsidy from government. Don't worry, I'm going to write about it, don't worry. I'm going to write the note. So just get the fact first, then we'll write about it. So here, producers will be willing to sell further because the price they are charging is good for them. Government is paying it. So we are buying at a lower price. They are selling at this price. Government has covered up for this.
Okay, Mr.
Yes.
The graph will always be the consumers.
Okay.
In the graph, is it always going to be the consumers here and the producers here, or can it be changed?
Now, here we're talking about, because subsidy goes to producers.
Yes.
So strictly it's about producers here. Demand will not change because we want the cost of production to fall so that supply will increase. Yes or no? So if supply has to increase, it's basically on supply. If supply has to increase, or if there's subsidy, it's basically on the supply curve. But when we talk about tax, our demand curve shifted. Yes or no? Do you remember yesterday? Our demand curve shifted from D1 to D2. In taxes, we basically deal with consumers. Yeah. But when it comes to subsidy, government cannot subsidize for me because I'm not producing. But subsidy would help me to be able to buy at an affordable price. That is what subsidy is going to do. But what am I going to buy? I'm going to buy what is being produced. So the focus is on producers so that we can buy at affordable prices. Most of the time you go to the shops, sometimes in the big supermarkets, there are queues outside of the supermarket buying oil, buying some stuffs that are cheaper. Well, how are they cheaper? They are cheaper because government have subsidized. Do you get it? So the price you are paying is less. Not because the cost of production is even less. It's because government is going to pay the difference between what producers want to sell and what consumers want to pay. Is it clear?
Yes.
Great. So, total subsidy given by government with JCFJ. This is what government is going to pay. This is the price. This is the total revenue.